OCO everybody, back at it again today. Have more planting to do. I know I'm going to get the sweet potatoes planted today, all the slips. I'm not sure exactly what else I'm going to work on today. I really need to get some mowing done, but it's supposed to rain off and on all day, so I don't know if I'm just going to do more planting, mowing. It depends on the weather, but we're at least going to get them sweet potatoes in the ground today. So I reckon we need to just go on and jump to it. Yeah, what we've got going on here is we've got this little area over here where I've already planted, and then these two areas here that were under tarps but not as long as that area was, has some stuff coming back up in it, so there will be weeds in this, but we're going to go ahead and get this loaded with sweet potatoes, and the sweet potatoes will choke out the majority of these weeds. Sweet potatoes as ground cover is amazing. I'll come through and work it a little here, a little there, and by the end of the season, this will be 90% sweet potato vines all through here. And being that that's kale and stuff right there, if it survives the season cool into the cold weather, I want to see just what it does. But if it don't, I'm gonna let the sweet potato vines go over and take it over. And I figure the eggplants and stuff and the cucumbers over there will be the same thing. We'll eventually just let the sweet potatoes wander into that. And I've got this supposed to be a banana circle, but that frost jacked up my bananas right here. I actually do have 4 pups coming up right now from the roots right there. So we'll see what happens with them. I may, once they get a little bigger, break them all off and move them around the circle more, but I'm gonna probably let the sweet potatoes take over that, and I'll pull those wild blackberries up out of the circle and get it reclaimed. But all in all, this patch is just little loose weedy stuff, nothing too bad. We'll go ahead and get it planted and then get going from there. Again, this is not a permanent thing, but just plugging things in where we find space for it. So we'll see what happens with it. Yeah, it might not look like a whole lot right now, but sweet potatoes are voracious and they're great ground cover. And that's really kind of the primary purpose of all this, is I'm just gonna keep making sweet potatoes. I'll probably, once these vines really take off, start cutting some pieces off of them and rooting them as well. I'm just gonna be plugging sweet potatoes everywhere. And some of it we'll get a harvest from, some of it we'll just leave as ground cover. Because my ultimate goal is to have tons of it growing everywhere out here. And we'll be able to, you know, harvest from them, take from them. They'll come back every year because the frost doesn't kill them once they're in the ground here too bad, since our winters are kind of calm. But that's that for these little sweet potatoes. I'm going to start working on transplanting some of these sumac trees. I got a bunch of them down in my garden, and I want to run them along the fence line where the pigs are, and go ahead and move some of them real quick. And then we're going to go ahead and hopefully get some grass cut before this rain comes in. Sometime between there, I'm going to eat breakfast. Let's see what else we can get done today. Guess real quick while I'm over here next to it, there's the grapevine, and she's done flowering for the most part, and it's starting to do her grapes. So keep an eye on this and see what they look like as they mature. But there's the candy roaster squashes that survived the transplanting popping up, and then some of our little spare seed potatoes that we had just forgot was in the pantry springing up. On the other side over here, we've got our Georgia rattlesnake watermelons. They're popping up. And I'd put some from those gifted plants to us. Put in some cantaloupes. Actually, somebody's done dug one up and took off with it. But as long as we get a couple survivors to produce, we'll see what we get out of it. Figured I'd show you while I was over here. Never did get back to finishing the video yesterday. As you can tell, I've been kind of busy today. Me and the wife did some work out here on the sheep pasture and still getting stuff moved around, getting Madison moved up into the apartment, doing some repairs up there and moving furniture and stuff like that. So still a lot going on. I got to go back to Cody's house tomorrow and help him a little bit. Let me show you what we did today. Yeah, you know, the sheep, we had moved them over there with the pigs. Hey, Natasha, because they had pretty much wiped out all of their grass in here. And now they've done wiped out all the grass in there with the pigs, which the pigs are about to go over there, which is lush with grass. And me and Teresa got this fence set up today to divide these sections out. So hopefully we can start rotating them every 45 days or something like that. From paddock to paddock. The male pigs, they don't have, what's up, Nash? They don't have a whole lot of impact on the ground. They don't eat a lot of grass. So I'm thinking I'm gonna flip-flop. The pigs will be exactly opposite of the sheep. So every time we move them, we move the pigs and get them rotating. But that means somewhere along here, we need to install a gate. I'm thinking right there. And then hopefully in the future, we're gonna put one right here and paddock this off as well to give them one more space to rotate in. I don't think we'll get quite the same size as these two, so it'll be one rotation instead. But they're up here, they got a little more grass. We're still supplementing them with grain because it just ain't enough, but hopefully we'll get everything working and get all of this going. I think Sandy there stepped in the fire ants. I'm not sure though. What'd you do, girl? Did you get some fire ants on you? Yeah, looks like it. Ah, sorry. But I think we'll get the rotation figured out. If we got to build a couple more spots to move them into, but we'll have it. Ain't that right, Natasha? Ah, Sandy. I think you're standing in them fire ants. You might want to move, girl. Yep, that's what it is. They're waking up them fire ants. Let me go before I get all of them bit. Nash, he's growing up so nice. Sandy girl. But yeah, they're getting some grass going. Whatever that is, they don't like it. They eat the rest of it pretty good, so we'll get them all rotating again. Get that grass going. You guys can see the sunset over there. We're supposed to have some thunderstorms here in a little bit. But hope y'all enjoy. Appreciate your support. Wado for watching.